In a small and quiet town, there lived a photographer named Alex. He loved to photograph nature and beautiful moments in life. Please subscribe and like if you like scary stories. But one day, he went to an antique market and found an old and strange camera. This camera seemed to have a mysterious history, but Alex did not pay attention to it and bought it. After buying the camera, Alex decided to use it to photograph nature. He went to a park near the city and started photographing beautiful landscapes. But when he examined the photos, he noticed that in each photo, there were dark and vague shadows that could be seen in the background. At first, he thought that these shadows were the result of improper lighting of the camera. But when he showed the photos to his friends, they also noticed that these shadows looked somehow scary and unusual. Alex decided to continue taking pictures and soon realized that every time he used his camera to take a picture of someone, that person was in some strange danger. One day, he took a picture of a friend named Jason, and a few days later, Jason died in a car accident. Alex was horrified and started reviewing his photos. He noticed that in Jason's photo, there were large black shadows in the background. These shadows seemed to be moving towards Jason. From that day on, Alex could no longer use his camera. He thought that the camera was somehow cursed and that every picture he took foretold death. But his curiosity and sense of adventure made him try the camera. He went to a local festival and decided to take pictures of people. But every time he pressed the shutter, he got a bad feeling. After the festival, several participants mysteriously disappeared. Alex noticed that in his photos, dark shadows were approaching them. He could not stand this situation any longer. Alex decided to throw the camera away and run away from it. But every time he tried to throw it away, it strangely returned to his hand. He pretended that the camera was controlling him. Finally, Alex went to a paranormal expert. The expert told him that the camera belonged to an evil spirit that took people's lives through the photos. He advised Alex to bury the camera in a sacred place to ward off the evil spirit. Alex went to the sacred place in fear and buried the camera there. But when he returned home, he realized that the shadows were following him. He could no longer escape. In his dreams, the shadows approached him and told him that he could never escape them. One night, Alex dreamed that the camera was back in his hand and that he had to take a picture of himself. When he woke up, he realized that the shadows had gotten closer to him and that he had no way to escape. In his last moments, Alex realized that this camera would not only kill him, but also the lives of everyone around him. He decided to go to war with his camera. Alex went to a dark and deserted place and started taking pictures there. He wanted to take the last picture and challenge the shadows. At that moment, he felt that the camera was getting heavier in his hand and the shadows were attacking him. In the last moments, Alex pressed the shutter button with all his strength and broke the camera. A strong light emitted and the shadows disappeared. Alex felt free at that moment, but he did not know what had happened to him and the others. From that day on, Alex never thought about photography again and kept the camera as an unforgettable nightmare in his heart. He knows that some secrets are better left undiscovered, and some powers have heavy costs.